this is weird without Jack.
Oh, this is weird. Yeah, this is weird without Jack. I don't know how to really start this thing.
So, welcome back to the Sausage Sizzle.
Yeah, I guess.
This is another sausageless episode.
No, snagless episode.
So Jack, our member, is he's in Bali and he's not here, and he's usually the one to start the.
Well, yeah, he runs.
He runs the podcast.
Exactly. Yeah, he loves it. And
Does he?
he's good at it. I wouldn't say. Well, you love it, Jack, right? Jack, you're editing this. You love it, right?
Anyway, moving on. George, how was your week?
Oh, mate. I've got a story for you, Blake.
Fuck,
So,
here we go. So George has teased this before.
I've teased
I think it
this.
was last Wednesday or Friday. He was like, "Oh, I've got a story," but he never says it because he wants to say it on the potty.
I've got to say it on the potty. I've got a story for you, Blake,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got a story for you listeners, all you fellas snags listening right now. Now, basically, last week, it was about last Thursday.
I can finally hear the story.
Yeah, I was set to work 5 p.m. to about 12 a.m., it was good. We were building this Lego store for the event job that I work, and wrapped up around 12:30 a.m. Okay,
So not that long ago.
not that long ago. This is last week, and they told me, "Okay, George, can you work tomorrow morning?" So we had to build these Lego things. Can you install it in the morning? I had to wake up at 5 a.m. and get to the city by 6, which takes an hour. So yeah, I would have had to wake up around 4:40, 4:50. I like to give myself 20 minutes, give myself a little scroll on TikTok and all that. And then I can get ready and go. Basically, it's 12:30. Okay, by the time I get home, it's going to be around 1:30 a.m. That gives me around 4 hours of sleep. So the shift itself was, what, 5 to 12? That's 7 hours? Yeah.
5 a.m.?
So the shift itself, so I left here.
You left here.
Yeah. So I left here and then I went to work 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. So yeah, it's about 12:30 and I'm driving home. I'm on the freeway and all of a sudden this car is swerving past me, like frantically swerving.
And in your mind, you've only got 4 hours of sleep.
4 hours of sleep. As soon as I get home, I need to sleep. But also I need to factor in time. I need a shower because I've got an engagement party to go to the next day. But we're drifting away from this.
Go.
So it's 12:30 at night. This car is swerving past all these cars. I'm seeing in my rearview mirror. I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? Swerves past me, and then is like beelining for the train line, like the train tracks. Beeline. I'm like, are they gonna crash into the train tracks? And they quickly swerve back on the road, and then are just swerving past all these cars, going like 130 k's an hour, like fast.
Damn.
And in my mind, I'm like, they're gonna crash. Like they're gonna crash their car. 20 minutes later, driving, I'm like re-listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
Little reflection on that one.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden I see 4 stopped cars in the emergency lane. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I drive through this like rubble out of nowhere. It's like this, my car's like, what the fuck is going on? And I look to my left and the car is flipped upside down in a tree. Like
in a tree?
So the tree wasn't that big. It was like one of those small trees that you could easily climb, but like the car was flipped.
So it was suspended in the air in the tree?
No. So like it was on a diagonal.
Crossed the tree.
It was on like a 45-degree angle. It was like that, upside down, basically.
Leaning on the tree.
Leaning on the tree, upside down, and I don't know what to do. I'm like, I've got work in like
But there's already cars there.
There was already cars there, so I felt like, what am I gonna do if I get out my car and I show up there? They've already called the ambulance. I'm just gonna stand there, and I'm like, guys, I've got work in like 4 hours.
Hey guys, how you going?
I've got to go.
See you later.
But good luck with it. Like, I don't want to just leave them, so I just keep driving. It's the best thing to do, in my opinion. But there was already like 4 or 5 cars there. Stopped, and yeah, this car was just flipped upside down, and that was the first time I've ever seen anything like that, I guess.
Yeah, like in person?
Yeah. Like, I've always seen it on the news and I've always seen it online, but driving through the rubble and like seeing the emergency, like the cars stopped there, and the car, like, this was fresh. Like, I literally pulled up and cars were like just.
Did you stop?
No. I didn't pull up, but like as I was driving by, people were just pulling up. I guess. Right. So I saw 4 cars just pull up, and I was like, oh, I've got work. Like,
you wanted to help.
I really did want to help.
The intention was there, but
I couldn't.
Priorities were more in mind.
I guess so, yeah. And also, like, me thinking, like, what more can I do? Like, what would I add to this situation? If there's already 4 cars there, and definitely one of them, if not 2 of them, have called the ambulance already.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the first thing that you
Exactly, yeah. So it's like, what more would I add to it? So I guess I got home. Damn. I did feel shit about myself because I'm like, I should have stopped. I did see it coming. Like, I saw him swerve, and I was like, he's going to crash, and he did.
But it's
crash.
not like you could, like, go out the window and be like, mate, stop.
You can't park there, mate.
Oh, no, I mean, like, when, like, he's swerving, be like, hey, mate, stop that. You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, they were on something. They would have been on drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably, like, well, it's probably maybe a mixture of multiple, like, drink driving. Like, it was a Thursday night?
It was a Thursday night, 12:30
So
it's
not even, not likely a piss up. It's more likely a
drug up.
A drug up. Nice.
Fuck. So how's your night? How's your week been, Blake?
Pretty good. Pretty chill. Mainly hanging out with me. So it was our 1 year the other.
Ah, beautiful.
The other day, yeah. Yep. Which is actually the same day as
Jackie Boy's birthday.
And he spent that in Bali with his missus, which was nice. But so Sunday was the day of the anniversary, but we decided to use Friday as the opportunity to celebrate, as it's, you know, it's a Friday, yep, it's going out and whatnot. Yep. But Pia, I haven't said that before.
Announcing.
So
it's a year now, so you can announce it.
So the missus, she took a hold of the day, and I took a hold of the night. So wake up, no worries. We make breakfast together, bacon, eggs on toast. Awesome.
Nice.
Lovely way to start the
day.
Beautiful. And then, so she surprises me with ice skating, which I haven't done in ages, which is pretty good. And then Kings Park, picnic, and then home, sleep, get some drinks, drink.
More drinks.
Go out to the QT Hotel rooftop bar. Pretty good. DJ is playing.
Nice.
He actually played a pretty good selection of songs. And I don't know if you know Rufus de Soul's new song, Music is Better When We're Together.
I think so, yeah.
So anyway, Rufus de Soul's new song, Mrs. and I have adopted that as one of our new songs together, and he played it on the night.
Oh, okay. So he knew. He's your guardian angel of your relationship.
It actually came at a point where, like, the vibes were good all night, and then there was a slight disagreement between me and her.
Oh, okay.
And we were just, it wasn't anything too serious, but it kind of offset the mood a little bit. Of course,
yeah.
And it was like that for about 5 songs, so like 2-3 songs. So 5 minutes, 2-3 songs. And then he played that, and I was like, oh, I can't really be mad now. So we actually, finished our drink real quick, hopped up, danced a little bit, had a little boogie on the dance floor.
Nice.
Commended him, did the photo booth, fucked off, And then, we went to Barbez and saw a couple of other boys.
Yeah, right. Nice. While Jack has been gone, we've also filmed Embrace.
A couple of things, yeah. So Embrace Festival recently happened on the 29th
Which
of
was pretty insane.
June, yes. So we had the opportunity of personally filming for Sicko, Ducks and Bass, Lumia, and Vibes. Yeah, we hosted a little kick-ons afterwards, which
was not little. It was not.
It wasn't little. It was good. It was amazing. Yeah, had good chats with people, and then the speaker blew at about 3 a.m.
It was about
the
speaker blew at like 3:40, 4 a.m.
Yeah,
and to me that was a sign that we should get everyone out.
Bang.
Because
Kick-ons
I
was
was
done.
tired. Blake was tired. We've been working all day. Like
I was meant to go to breakfast the next day.
yeah. Did you not go?
No.
We were working all day and we were tired and we started kicking people out around that time. But then as we were kicking people out, people were arriving.
So yeah, fucking Quincy, Don Darko.
Only pulls up with the one and only Sicko, Justin. And you can't say no to Sicko.
And it stayed on.
Goddamn Quincy, you dog.
Kick-ons. Yeah, fuck you, you little fuck.
Stayed on for about an hour and a half after that one.
Get back on the boat.
And we didn't finish until about 5.
Yeah.
I feel like our ball pit brings people together.
There was I didn't go in the ball pit that night.
I didn't really see too many people in the ball pit that night, but I'm just saying for instance, my missus, she had her birthday. She had 3 different friend groups in a ball pit all fighting at each other. So she had one that she traveled Europe with, my friends and her best mate, all having a ball pit fight. So she was seeing like a blend of friend groups in this ball pit having a fucking fight.
Nice.
And it's like the ball pit brings people together,
It's quite nice.
It is.
A mate of mine, Mark, he introduced me to his mate. And then Mark says, "This is Sizzle." And then his mate's like, "Oh, I want to go in your ball pit." I'm like, "What? Who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are."
But he knows the ball pit.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to become a Perth thing, I guess. More of a desirable place to be at the end of the night, I guess. But yeah, the ball pit's good.
It's becoming like an icon.
Yeah, I mean, look, we had the spare room. We had the balls to clean up.
We have an office room, and what else would you do with an office room?
An empty office room.
Throw a bunch of fucking balls in there. The hot dog
ball pit guys.
What would you rather, hot dog or ball pit?
I mean, people have seen us on our night out with the hot dog outfits. We've been asked in multiple places, "Oh, are you bringing the hot dog outfits?" It's like, no, it's not that kind of vibe. Halloween is good.
I guess we don't want to be known as...
We did do that. What was it? Leaderville?
Oh, yeah,
when we were in
yeah.
Leaderville. Was that after Halloween?
That was when we fresh got the costumes.
So we had got them that day, just before Halloween.
We had just recorded a podcast and we went to Leaderville for some lunch and we're like, let's just keep the outfits on.
Oh, and it was one of the first times I had ever been like, I had been physically stressed about the situation I had been in. I could not do it alone. But I don't know. We were all there together and we were like, fuck it. And it was quite uncomfortable in the first 5 minutes. I was like, oh,
it was
this
very
is not
uncomfortable.
good.
But when people started interacting with us,
They're like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Who was that old lady that?
Oh, the lady. So there was a lady that we passed by. She's like, "Oh, I love you guys. You guys are just expressing yourself however you want.
We're like,
you guys are just being you." We're like,
yeah.
This is our brand. This is our." And she, she wrote in our. So she got our email. I remember she wrote us an email. She's like, "Oh, I've written you in my journal,
Oh yes, that's right.
She's like, it was a lovely experience being you boys. I've written you in my journal as one of my entries. And we're like, fuck yeah. That was one of the first things. It was one of the first confirmations, that's affirmations that what I'm doing, people I might think it's fucking cringe in the moment, but what I do and put out into the world might be perceived positively by someone, and that's all that matters, man. You can have 99 negative opinions, which is most people around walking through Leaderville, 3 hot dog cunts, wearing hot dog outfits, like a full onesie, right?
It's a
not a
full
onesie,
one.
but it's like a full
It covers your
hot
body.
dog body with a separate hot dog hat on. 3 people walking through Leaderville, Perth. Pretty popular spot to have lunch and whatnot, and it's midday, and we're just fucking blaring out doing whatever the fuck we want. And there's that one charming
lady, and she was like, "Go, boys!"
She was super supportive, and I thank her for that because that was one of the first positive experiences that I've had doing that. And then we've done it since, but we've obviously got more. Yeah, we've got more comfortable doing so, and
I could chuck it on right now.
we've even had a very big producer. He was keen to wear our hot dog outfit.
The funniest thing about wearing the hot dog outfits in Leaderville was the idea Jack had was, what if we we spread it out within 5 minutes where I'm walking around the same corner. So you would walk around the corner and then 5 minutes later Jack would walk around individually. So people would be like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
It's like, you see those pranks where the twins used to time traveling.
The twins, and they're like, wait, and they do the exact same thing. Oh man, I wish we did that. I reckon we should do that one time. Now,
Speaking of time, Jack has been in Bali a week and a half from about now, but Jack will be back for the second half of this episode. So we should do some predictions for the time that he is going to be back in.
It's we did it obviously for you when you were in Japan. Jack and I, we gave our predictions of what you would do in Japan. So I feel like it's only right if we
did one for Jack.
Did one for Jack.
So yeah, some predictions for Jack.
Do you have a prediction, Blake?
Well, so before he left, let's just get this out of the way.
Get it out of the way. Yes.
He didn't have his immunizations. He didn't have any shots, any whatever. He's very bad with his health. And me and George both were like, "You're gonna get Bali Belly. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get that." But Bali Belly is something that he suffered very, very quickly within 3 days.
Within 3 days, we got a picture from his girlfriend, and it was like Jack with a flannel on his eyes and him doing the shakas, but you could tell he was not well.
But he was putting on a face.
I don't think I know anyone in this whole entire world that can get as sick as Jack can. Jack can get sick. He'll have a good week, and then the next week, he's sick. It's crazy. This man.
Jack, you're listening to this right now. It's on you, man. You might be. Look, Jack has a phobia of needles, but
we get it. We get
it. I understand, but it's on you, man. It's like you don't want to get these things and you don't want to feel this way. Don't, because there's a modern medicine available to prevent these things. That's crazy.
Yep. My bad for not getting the Bali Belly vaccine that they have for people to get.
So Jack has gotten sick. That's already a prediction that's happened and we have been confirmed of. But him celebrating his birthday, I reckon he saw some pretty wild shit that night.
It looked it.
We got a snap that people were in disco balls in the head and shit and fire flames and shit, but that's Bali. It's I haven't been there in a while, but
that's just Bali, man.
I think he has.
What's your prediction?
I think my prediction is I think he has an quote unquote insane story to tell us that is quite normal to Aussies visiting Bali.
Yep.
That's one of my predictions.
Well, look, when I asked Jack for his laptop password, he because he left his laptop at the studio, I asked for it, and he said that he's already got an insane story, and it was a day in. And I was like, a day in, not even a day in. He said, "I've already got an insane story for the potty," and I'm like, "All right, Jack." I think
I reckon he's been offered drugs.
You reckon?
Just straight up, yeah.
Just been offered drugs.
He wouldn't have accepted it, nor should he have. But I reckon he has been offered it as more of a setup.
What if he did?
Definitely not. He's not. Jack is not one to accept to take anything into his body let alone needles. He's not wanted to put anything in his body that's foreign, let alone like literally foreign, like out of Australia.
What if he felt the pressure that he had to? And he's like,
Or you get some small Balinese guy come up to you and be like, "Have some of this." Like, what? No.
I reckon Jack has got a different outlook of life coming back.
Yeah, I think he's going to be quite. Put it this way: before Bali, he perceived the world as very like, you need a rush to do business. You need to get everything you need quickly. It's like, don't enjoy the process. Don't do this. But like, I think this is his first holiday from Sizzle.
Well, this is his first ever time leaving the country.
True.
It's his first time experiencing culture. It's
True.
his first time experiencing a whole new environment. I think he's going to be looking at this whole place like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And what I was saying is, like, I think because he's experienced something outside of normal culture in Australia, he's gonna take that time back, which he hopefully has. Be like, you know what? I've accepted this time away from work, and now you come back to it and you appreciate it more, because he was very. I say he was hoping that he's changed, but he was a very. Need things done quickly. Let's make money now. We don't have much time left.
Yeah.
I'm young. I need it now. Like, let's get it going. But I hope by the time he's back in a couple days that he's adopted this. You know, we can relax a little bit. Like, I think Sizzle's going on a very good path, and it's very good for the time and age that we're in, but let's just enjoy the process a little bit more, like slow down.
Yeah. Do you remember you almost joined Frio Shore?
What a wild thought. Have we ever talked about it on the podcast?
I don't think so. Is this the episode 2? I feel like Jack should be here for it.
I think Jack should be here.
I wanted to also think.
Frio Shore. I don't think that ever happened.
Just hit my mind. It never did. Do you reckon Jack has gotten a tattoo in Bali?
No way.
No.
No way.
What would you do if he came back full arm sleeve?
Full arm sleeve
Yeah.
in Bali. Jack trusting needles, let alone in Bali. Wow.
What would you do though if he just came back to Bali?
Fuck.
Like, how would you react? How do you think you would react?
I'd let him tell me what to do for the rest of my life. That's how confident I am in that. No, there's no way. Yeah, no, there's no way. So that's just done.
It just doesn't exist.
On to the next
Does
one.
not exist. But yeah, so those are my predictions. Thinking about Jack in Bali, what do you see? Like, what do you see Jack in Bali like?
I reckon him like looking at everything, trying to be cautious on every single thing he sees.
Oh, he'd
like
be
people on the street
He'd be
offering him like
stressing
drinks
out.
and shit. He'd be like, ugh, yuck.
He'd be stressing out.
I reckon his top quote is yuck. Or like or yuck. I reckon when we ask him what his top quote was, or his most referenced phrase was, it'd be or yuck.
You don't reckon it would be like anything stimmy? Like,
No way. Because he's with Jasmine.
True.
It's not the same as us.
that's true.
It's not as personal. It's not as I don't say it's as personal.
Think about it though. He's not in Kuta. He's in like the nice parts of Bali. But the thing I wanted to, I had a thought on my mind, Blake.
Yep.
I wanted to talk to you about it.
Okay.
So while I was working at my my other job at the supermarket,
Yeah.
I saw an old man today, and he had 4 kids around him. These 4 kids were calling him daddy. This guy was old, man. Like, this guy was at least 70. These kids were half white, half Asian. So you can see where it's going. Old Australian man.
This is coming straight after Bali.
Well, yeah, this is a completely different story.
Sure.
But old Australian man has kids. with an Asian lady
How did you know that?
because the kids were half Asian.
Okay,
half,
yeah. I know.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that old Australian men dating and marrying and having kids with Asian ladies.
How do you know?
Well, then
You don't know if there's anything wrong with it.
I don't know. Yeah, but sure. But like they were calling her. The kids were calling him.
So 4 kids.
4 kids, and these weren't like teens. These were like kids. Like these were like from the ages of like 5 to about 11.
Sure.
Young.
Yeah, young kid.
This guy is like 70.
Grandpa territory.
At what point is your age restriction to having kids?
So you reckon this guy had kids at like 65 or 60?
Yeah. Absolutely. With an Asian lady.
Yeah. Are you asking me what's my restriction on kids at what age, or my restriction with kids with an Asian lady?
I'm asking you, what's your restriction? Like, what's your age limit for kids? Because like this guy obviously didn't know when to stop.
Probably like
This guy's like 60
man.
and he's still having kids, man.
Look, if I was thinking physically, I could probably push 50. But
Oh, like, what would you want? What would you want?
But realistically, like 35
35.
is like oldest, I reckon. Because like, I think my mindset is to picture it this way. For my kid to be hitting 18 around the same time I'm 50 is pretty good.
Yep.
So like I'm hitting or like if my kid's already 18, so this is 32. If you have a kid at 31, you know, give the 9-month pregnancy period.
For sure.
By 32, the kid's out. So when you hit 50, you have a kid who's 18. So when it's your 50th as a father or as a mother, your kid's 18, they can enjoy a drink with you out. You know, you can go out, have a drink with your kid. You're 50, it's like your 50th. You haven't had a drink in fucking so long out. You're 49 and you haven't had a drink in so long. You've just hit 50.
You reckon you'll be like that?
Oh, I would love to have my like 32 is a before then. Before 32, you know, all come along. Hopefully I'm, you know, the business is successful. I've hopefully got money. I can just put on a bar tab for everyone. For my kids, misses. Wait. My kids' mates. And, you know, just throw a bar tab and just be like, you know, it would be good to go out and experience having a drink.
Life.
Yeah, just experiencing life and having a drink with my kid. They're 18, I'm 50. You know, it's like both a celebration.
Let's fucking party.
You know, it's a fucking party.
To me, going back to the age thing with pregnancy, my girlfriend and I have settled on 30 years old is the max.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean. It's like, I said 35, but
realistically,
like 32 and below would be great.
You want to be a young parent. You want to be that.
You don't want to be 60 when your kids are like 18.
You don't want to
20.
be an old 60-year-old man with 4 kids that are around 5 to 10 years old running around you screaming dad at 60, 70 years old. Like what I witnessed at the store today.
You don't have the energy, man.
You don't. And like I saw it. Like he's like he just looked tired.
He's struggling, man.
He's like he wasn't responding to the kids and they're like, Dad, let's get this.
He's like
not even. No, nothing. Silence. I'm like, man, are you okay? It's crazy to think like, so my nan, she had my mum when she was 17. My nan's pretty young for a nan.
Yeah.
But do you know what
At
the craziest
17.
thing is, Blake? She had the Plan B pill to get rid of my mum, and she threw it up.
She threw it up.
And now I'm sitting here.
Wait, so she purposely threw it up, or she accidentally?
Accidentally.
accidentally threw it up because of
It was like in her system. She's and threw it up.
damn.
And she ended up having a kid.
To think that any event, your nan swallowing it rather than regurgitating that pill led to the fact that this company exists.
Yeah, true. Damn.
Technically.
Technically, yeah.
Thinking about it the other way round, if she were to swallow the pill and then another, version of her daughter would have been made and then another version of her grandchild would have been made and they started a podcast and they sat down and be like, imagine if she didn't swallow the pill and there was another version of us that didn't start the podcast.
Damn. So it's like a whole different
It's a whole different timeline.
category of person. It's crazy to think that we have won the greatest race in the world, which is the sperm.
The sperm race.
You won it. Imagine you didn't win it.
But that's only what exists is the winners.
Exactly.
But and
you
that's
imagine
normal.
losing?
But it's just
Couldn't be me.
But like it's not anyone.
Could you imagine being that sperm cell that's the one that you wank with?
Speaking of coming, I can't wait for Jack to come back.
Facts. And he's
I
going to
miss
be
Jack.
back right now. Is that how we just end it? Is that how we end it? We just like, speaking of coming.
1 week later.
Jack, you're back. Welcome back
Jack's back.
to clean air.
To clean air. we didn't capture
that makes
so-
no sense. So now I just sound racist.
What?
What was the first thing that the first thing that you noticed as soon as you got off Bali? You're like, okay, this is the difference.
Yeah,
this is
because
what it's like.
I'd never left Australia, so I didn't, I knew what to expect, but I didn't really know, you don't really know
Not
what
until
to
you're there.
expect. Yeah, that's
Not
right.
until you're there.
There's only so much you can see or research.
There's
about.
yeah, exactly. And so I was in my hoodie on the plane because the plane was cold, and I step off, and like immediately sweating. It's so fucking hot, and just
Was it not hot in Bali?
yeah, it was hot. Yeah, it was so hot.
So what's the difference?
No, I'm talking about when I first landed in Bali.
Oh,
Walking
right.
off the
I
plane.
thought because we were talking
No,
about
no.
you come back and I was
Nah.
like,
No, the other way around. And yeah, just hit with the smell of petrol, dirt, and rice just everywhere.
And it's like, it feels like it's got a filter on.
visually.
Visually, like it feels
you
like it's got like, when it's like very humid and orangey.
Everything's
it's like,
very saturated because of the humidity.
Yeah.
That is correct, actually.
Yeah, it's got a
Like the
filter on.
American
Yeah.
film
The
filter.
Mexican-
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah. But no, it was good. Yeah, it's a dangerous country though. It was trying to pick us off, man.
Well, how was it?
Really?
Let's delve into that one.
Yeah, the Bali wasted no time in trying to pick each one of us off.
Especially not
individually.
you.
No, I didn't even get the worst of it, man.
Oh.
There are some in the group are lucky to be alive, to be quite honest.
What?
Day one, we had someone nearly died. Day
Wait,
one.
what?
Like actually nearly died.
I knew this would happen to you, Jack.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So for context, I was traveling in a group of 8, and that consisted of me, my girlfriend, her parents, her brother, his wife, and my girlfriend's grandparents.
Amazing.
So 8 people in total.
Yep.
Big group. It's everyone's first time in Bali except for my girlfriend's brother and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So we were staying in I can't remember what the place was called, but what's that look for, George?
Wait, what?
Oh, is this going on one of your predictions?
No, I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
listening.
Right. You boys were making sneaky eye contact. I
No,
feel like I'm third
Blake just
wheeling
looked
you.
at me,
What's
so I
going
looked
on?
at him.
Yeah, so day one, our hotel's right near the beach because we land like 2 a.m.
Sure.
So then that
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
we go to the beach and I'm like gorging myself on the dollar beers. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
this
getting
is
on
good.
it.
this is fucked. And we're chilling at the
Bintang?
beach. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we're all at the beach and a few decide to go out for a swim. And signs are a bit confusing at the Bali beach. And so you have red flags posted along the beach in like intervals. So to most of the people, it's obvious that's not where you don't swim, right? It's a red flag. Wasn't quite obvious to everyone. So we had my girlfriend's dad went between the two red flags to go for a swim, right? And then we're watching him. We're like, man, what the fuck is he doing? We're watching the waves, and it's like, it's a bit rough. And so we're like, should we call him back? We're like, oh fuck. And he ends up coming back, and we're like, dude, it's the no swim zone. And he was like, oh fuck, I just saw flags. I thought it was the good zone. And so then he goes into the other section, and we set up picnic, and we're all drinking. And I look over, and all that's visible is his arm above the water, and I'm like, I think he needs help. And it turns out the red flags were the safe section. It's just the signs were just fucked. And so he got caught in like, I don't know if it was a rip, but he was out for a while and was struggling to come back. And there came a point where we all kind of realized, and we're like, oh shit, like he's bro's fucking drowning out there. And so then we like there was a Balinese guy, kind of like a lifesaver, that was like running off to like I think grab his board or something, and then he had managed to find like a little island to stand on, and he like stood up for a bit, and we are like, oh, he is fine, because we couldn't tell, is he waving at us? Is he? But like, why would he be waving?
Yeah, why would he be? Yeah. Oh, look how fun I'm having so much fun.
He stood up for a bit, and then we're like, oh, he's fine, and then he kept getting pulled out again and again. So he was probably caught.
Fuck.
So he ended up coming back, and he came back like panting and just collapsed on the beach and like slept for half an hour because he was
on the beach.
Yep, because he used all his energy to survive.
Yeah,
in the fight or flight.
Yeah, and he just depleted it, and yeah. So day one,
had he had a couple of drinks?
No, I don't think so.
Imagine if he did.
He's a good swimmer, and that's why he came back, because he is a good swimmer.
Yep.
And you know, he's quite fit. So yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, day one, Ocean tried to get him. Not a great way to start the holiday.
No, not really. It's like, yeah, man. Did he get saved by a lifesaver?
No. I don't think he was going to be honest. I don't think they really knew what they were doing. But yeah.
So he just kind of got back.
He just got back. If he hadn't had the energy or the skill or whatever, he would have drowned. Yeah.
Was there lots of waves then, or what?
Yeah, it was, and it was like it was pulling him out from underneath. So is that what a rip is?
Yeah, I think it's like when the ocean like splits.
Yeah, so he was like he was saying that he just kept getting dragged out and then crashed on by the waves and dragged out, and like he'd be swimming and then like he'd look and he'd be like, oh, I'm further out, and he just couldn't get closer. That's how he described it. Yeah.
Damn,
That's
that's so scary.
Yeah. And he was calling for help. So that was incident one.
That would have made you not want to learn to swim even more, I think.
Oh, that was a bit of
maybe if
fuck.
it's a bit of like, fuck, what if I'm in that position?
Yeah, exactly. Should I continue this, or is this kind of spoiling the game to find out if anything was true?
I can't remember the predictions, Jack. I'm not going to lie.
So incident number 2, which we all know about, is I got very sick on about day 3 or day 4.
Yeah.
So it didn't take long.
It was quick.
I
think, one of our predictions was you're going to get sick pretty quick.
Yeah, so it didn't take long. Luckily, there was 2, we were moving around quite a lot, but there were 2 parts of the holiday where we were staying put for like 6 or so days. Yeah. 5 or 6 days. So luckily it was just as we got to one of the places where we had like individual huts per couple.
True, you didn't need to travel or anything.
Yeah, so it was a nice place. It was a nice place to get sick, can't complain. And so yeah, we got there, everything was fine. I had dinner, and then I got home and I shit, and I'm like, oh fuck, that was unpleasant. And I go to bed and I'm like, oh, round 2. And I shit again, and then I go to bed again, and then straight away I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucked. And I have to get up again. I'm like, oh fuck. In the span of 10 minutes, it was like 3 times. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Did you spend the night on the toilet?
Pretty much, man. It was there and back, and their sewerage is their plumbing is like bad, so you can't really flush the toilet paper. So oh man. So it took for 5 days I was in that bed.
Fuck, 5 days.
Couldn't eat. I was vomiting. I was shitting, man.
So every time you would eat, you would shit it or vomit out straight away.
Yeah, like I had no appetite for a few days, and I was just shitting liquid, man. It was
Brother.
awful.
Oh man.
It was terrible. And but I knew if I didn't keep my water and my electrolytes up, I'd end up in the hospital with a drip. So I was like, can't happen. So I still kept drinking. I was like on the toilet drinking still because I was like, can't let my fluids drop.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to the fucking Balinese hospital.
With a needle.
Not doing it. Day 5 hits. I'm no better. We have the discussion. It's time to go to the hospital. Because like my fever wasn't getting any better. It was like so hot in Bali, but I was like so cold. It was terrible. But plenty of time to contemplate, laying in that bed, staring at the ceiling. And there was a stray cat that like sat shiver with me the whole time outside the door.
Oh, that's
Sat with
cute.
me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Same cat?
At the hospital or at?
No, at the villa.
Yeah.
So then it comes time to go to the hospital. And it was quite a walk away, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. I wasn't going to be able to walk like I'd shit myself, right? So like I was on 5-minute intervals still.
So,
And let me tell you, I was hurting, man. And so we're like...
You were clenching.
Oh, man. So no, we didn't walk because walking wasn't an option, man.
Yeah.
Because the day before, I was feeling a bit better, so we walked out to dinner, and that was one of the worst experiences of my life. Because me and Jazz went to get takeaway pizza, and as we're waiting, I was like feeling good. I was like, I need to pee. I go to the toilet. Their bathrooms just fucking stink. The moment I walk in, I start projectile vomiting. I open up the toilet, try and get it in the toilet, and then I'm like, oh, I'm about to shit. So then I have to sit and shit. And then I'm like gagging, and I have to get back up and vomit again. I do 2 rounds of that. I sit back again, and as I sit down, I start vomiting still. And I'm like,
No.
I'm like,
You're alternating.
I'm like, what do I? And then there was a bin, so I grabbed the bin. And I'm just hurling into this bin
That's terrible.
as I'm shitting so hard, man. In a pizzeria,
oh man,
and
that's not good.
Fuck, dude.
it was.
You would have been in such a state after that.
That was after we thought I turned the corner too.
Yeah.
I was like feeling good enough to go and get dinner.
Yeah.
And then
I
I
was
like,
like, hey, I'm
yeah.
back.
I walk out to wash my hands. I'm like, I'm shaking. And
Oh no.
then like Jazz could see me from there, and she's like staring at me. I'm like,
Oh.
and I'm like, oh, I need to go.
Oh man,
So-
you would have felt like so down on yourself.
Oh, man, it
you
was-
would have just been like this.
And then like I vomited into the bin, and I was like, I have to fix this. I can't let someone do it. And I was like, looking for staff to ask if there was a bin I could tip it into, and I was like, we ended up just tipping very handsomely because I just felt so bad for leaving the bathroom in the state we did. But
good on you. Yeah.
yeah, that was incident too. Oh, I didn't tell the hospital story. So anyway, so then day 5 comes. I'm no better. It's time to go to the hospital. We're calling to see about getting an ambulance. It's an extra $100 Australian, but I'm like, better because I can't walk it. And then we're waiting for 2 hours. Ambulance isn't coming. They're too busy. So it's time to go in person. And so my girlfriend's dad offers to drive me on the motorbike. So it'll be like 5 minutes on a rumbling motorbike on a dirt path. So the mission now,
It's to not shit
after
yourself.
5 days, was to not shit on my girlfriend's dad.
Did you not think about getting diapers or anything?
Adult diapers in Bali, man. We weren't even in Bali. We were on Nusa Lombongan. We were on a little island off of Bali. They weren't going to sell adult diapers, man.
Fair
It's
enough.
like Rotto.
So I get dressed and I walk out, and everyone's like, yeah, Jackson.
Oh,
And I'm
no,
like,
yeah.
and then I'm getting on the bike, and then my girlfriend's mum was like, clench, Jack, clench. I'm like, and so we drive to the hospital, and it was a successful trip.
Let's go.
There was no shitting on any in-laws. As interesting as the story would have been,
Yeah.
didn't happen. And the hospital visit was actually very pleasant. It was very clean, and the doctor was like completely fluent in English. So that's fine. She just gave me antibiotics and the rest of it. And then like took him twice, and I was better. Like,
Perfect. Yeah. That's
immediately.
all you needed to do.
Yeah. That's all I needed to do. Yeah. And they were like, oh, fluids is good, like very hydrated. And I'm like, yeah,
You'd be thinking-
trying.
You'd be thinking
But,
so.
Yeah, when I got in there though, the doctor brought out the thing to test my blood pressure, and like I was feeling good up until then, and then like on the verge of a panic attack immediately. Like it was so quick. I just stood up without saying anything. I was like, oh shit. Like, you know, at that point where you start just losing control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just, I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do now? I'm like, oh shit.
Did you
this
think
isn't
that
good.
they were going to bring out a needle?
It's just the blood pressure thing, just the association of, oh fuck, I'm in a hospital now. I don't know. As soon as I saw that, it just made me panic. But like as soon as I was in the room, I was fine. I chatted to them and yeah. So
it's good that were they able to talk to you? Because it's always good to have a doctor that can be like, calm you a little bit.
Yeah. Once I told them, I was like, not good with it. Then they were fine. Yeah. But yeah, no. So that was fine. Got over it pretty quick, and I was feeling good. Now I could enjoy the rest of the holiday.
Yeah, nice.
Incident number 3.
Oh, what?
My girlfriend's. Sorry.
Shit the bed.
No, the shits didn't leave for a while though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, the
It was on like
antibiotics is like
slower
trying to
intervals.
flush it all out.
Yeah, because the next day we had to go back on the boat, and so. But yeah, anyway, I was fine. But incident 3, there was a moped accident with my girlfriend's mom. It was because they rented the mopeds for the day or whatever.
Yeah.
And have you seen the traffic in Bali?
Yeah, fucked.
Oh man,
Terrible.
crazy. No traffic rules. So
Yeah, they were just kind of.
yeah.
Let me go by.
Yeah, they all just cut each other off. No one cares. It's
Yeah.
normal, and no one crashes. Just the tourists. So yeah, she wasn't used to it, and like it was quite a minor accident. But you know, Bali was still trying to do its thing. It still tried. So she ended up with some injuries down her leg, but it was pretty minor. So not too bad, that one.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. Ouch.
Injury 4. Like Bali cycled between all of us. Injury 4 before we getting on this boat.
Injury 4, incident 4.
Incident 4, sorry. Before we got on this boat,
So
I
it's
was
an
talking
injury.
about.
Yeah, you're making it sound like it's an injury.
They were all pretty much injured.
Yeah, basically.
But
yeah.
so I'm walking with Jasmine, like right before we're getting on the boat, and then she accidentally walks into like this wall, and she's like, "Ah, fuck!" There's like a low hanging stone balcony. And then we keep walking, and then like her head's like bleeding, and then she's like, "I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding." We're like, "Yep." And so we sit her down. She hit her pretty hard on the balcony, and she was just bleeding
Really
down
hard?
her head. Not too hard. Like scalps bleed a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
capillaries or whatever. But it didn't look good at all. So we're trying to clean it. Her granddad's a nurse, so that was good. So we were like trying to clean it, and I'm like, man, this island is trying to fucking kill us. Like it was doing the rounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, she wasn't feeling too good. I was still needing to shit while trying to clean her hair.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just got a shit.
Yeah, and then I had to go to a bathroom, and it was disgusting. And it made me want to vomit, so I had to leave and just clench
Oh,
instead
no.
of worth
Instead
it.
of shitting.
Instead of shitting and breathing that in and vomiting, I decided to just not do either.
Yeah, you couldn't do another shit vomit.
No.
No.
But and then that was all the bad luck out of the way.
Nice.
From that point on,
At what point into the trip? is
halfway
this?
point, a week.
Okay.
A week.
So it's like you're warming up to Bali.
yeah,
You're like, all right,
we were-
now we know how to deal with it.
that's right. and then we got real. So
Nice.
from that point on, it was good. It was great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so nothing happened to the people that have already been to Bali?
No.
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 But yeah, have we all had experiences with bidets now?
Bidets.
Yeah.
What's
You
that?
had a bidet.
A
Oh,
bidet?
bidet, like
The squirter in the
squirty
toilet?
bum squirt.
No, I'm still yet to experience the bidet.
So
have you
they
experienced?
had the second hand. They had the like Audi version in
Oh,
Bali where it's
yeah.
like a tap that hooks to the wall. Then you pick it up and like
Oh, you can kind of like control it a bit.
you just got a free hose. I was too afraid to use that one because you click it in and the water pressure it's like a jet.
It's like a jet, like
So I didn't try because I clicked into the shower and I was like, oh my god,
maybe that would have
That'll
given
kill
you
you.
even more
it'll
Bali
just
belly.
clean you. Yeah, from the inside out.
Back in.
Yeah. But then when we went to a really nice shopping center, there was the ones where you flick the lever and it comes out from underneath. And so I was,
Give it a go.
I don't know if I want to keep this in. This was one of the most autistic moments I've ever had in my life, where I was like, oh, I'm retarded. So
It's confirmed.
yeah, I was taking a shit at this very nice shopping center, and I see the lever and I see the instructions. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I'm a bit sus, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to use it just yet. I want to try and figure out what this thing is. So like after I'm done, I'm reading the instructions and like I'm looking at it. I'm like, what does it look like?
It's good.
So much fun.
What does it look like?
Did it hit your face?
I'm sorry, I spat it.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's what it felt
Just
like.
like all the toilet just spitting on you.
That was a 5D storytelling experience. And then immediately after, I was just like, I am.
Did it just
fucking
hit your face?
retarded. It was a light.
Do you reckon that's how you got Bali Belly?
No, that was after.
Oh, okay. Imagine you got it again from that.
Oh, man.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So like, it's like to test it. You don't. Where's it gonna go? Even if you're like out of the way, it's like, oh well, there it is. But it's like at some point you'd have to test it when you're sitting down anyway. So wouldn't you want to?
Well, I wasn't thinking about that. Hey.
You said, what does it look like?
I wanted to explore the device fully before I
fair
tested
enough.
it.
I know,
You wanted
I know,
to test
I know.
all the
I wanted
waters.
to get to know it first.
When I first did it, because I didn't do it in my first ever trip to Japan when I was 2016. Whenever that was, 2016, 17? I was 15 or 16 or something. Anyway, I didn't actually do it then. I didn't use it. I was like, fuck that. I don't want to fuck around with that. But then when I went recently in the start of the year, I was in it was like a nice little Airbnb, and my mates did it first. So I had the luxury of being like, okay, it's not so bad for them. Give it a go. It's because you'd hear like day one, all the boys went in, and you'd like, obviously he's taking shit. And everyone's like, oh, I'm going to use the fucking thing. And then every now and then you just hear a, ooh, like, ooh, like, every so hour or so, like every couple of hours, you'd have another fella go in and be like, oh. So yeah.
Damn.
Very audible. It's like when you know there's people around, you're more audible to express your emotion.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, you have to, otherwise it's awkward, right?
What's
You just hear the grip tighten on the toilet.
No, it was good. I enjoyed using it because it was warm.
Oh,
warm
is
water
it?
in Japan. Nice and warm.
Was it cold water for you, Blackjack?
Well, I didn't end up actually trying it because that was the only one that had the nice one. So after that, I was like,
Well, you did
Oh, you
try.
didn't use it?
no,
On
I
your
didn't.
bum?
Not properly, no.
You're a bit scarred afterwards.
Yeah.
After all
I
that.
got-
I don't want to fucking use
I
that
got
thing.
squirted and I was satisfied, so I left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I understand now.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to do.
If you boys want to drink, then maybe I should show you boys what I brought from Bali.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Right.
First of all,
Oh, okay.
Well-
Absolute. Of course. Of course.
can't go wrong.
You cannot go wrong.
Oh, you're gonna if airport.
Airport.
How much
airport
was that
duty.
one?
Gift number 2.
Oh. Oh.
Another absolute. Can't go wrong.
That used to be my go-to.
Really, the
The
lime.
lime.
Damn.
So that
Damn.
absolute lime with the lime Schweppes
Ooh.
and a bit of lime cordial.
Fuck, how good would that taste with the water?
And a bit of actual
True.
lime if I was feeling fancy enough to bring a lime to like a prees.
If you were feeling,
you?
if you were feeling a bit,
Fuck, man.
Dude, I'd feel like, fuck,
Bit
boys, try
desperate.
this. And it'd be like super strong. Everyone's like, fuck yeah.
Damn.
It's a good little
that
lime.
and a what if would go crazy.
It would. It would. Gift number 3.
Oh, they keep coming. Oh my god,
Oh,
Jack.
shit. I thought you could only get 2.
Oh, man. Cheated the system.
What? Oh.
Guess how much the 3 of those costed?
Oh, is it, $100?
I say 80.
It was $80. Yeah. For the 3 of those.
Damn.
So, thought I couldn't miss out on that little deal. And
true.
gift number 4.
Oh,
So this is the only real proper barley one. So couldn't go wrong, I thought, with a cheeky little
oh shit!
handmade Balinese Sizzle studio.
That is sick.
That is sick.
Yep. The guy, I told him what I wanted and he knelt down on the floor and for 20 minutes he was just
Fuck yeah, that's
sitting
sick.
Nice.
squatting on the floor.
That is sick.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, For the predictions, from my memory, I think we definitely said Jack gets sick.
Correct for one.
I think we said that you'd come back with a tattoo, maybe. Was that a prediction?
A tattoo. You locking that one in, boys?
No, we didn't say that.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah?
we? I
Oh,
said,
okay.
wouldn't it be funny if Jack... And I'm like, oh, no, you won't.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way.
Right.
Unless...
He didn't. He did.
You don't reckon?
There's no way. He did. No, he didn't.
No tat.
Oh.
Was.
What is the...
tats.
no.
Fucking hell.
So if we didn't say that, you would have just had that on your arm.
Yep. I would have had that on my arm all day for nothing.
That was good, actually.
For audio listeners, I had the words "nah, no tats" written in ink on my arm.
I've really thought about it. The first few days, I was feeling like invincible. I was like, oh,
Invincible?
fuck yeah. Invincible. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Fuck
Wouldn't
yeah.
you feel invincible after you just recovered? You'd be like,
No, I was like, oh, that spot looks dirty. Let's avoid that one.
man,
I don't want to throw up there.
that's a good shitting spot if I need to.
Oh, there's a bucket, just in case.
Yeah, I had to get.
Was that a
home.
constant thing, like scoping out possible emergency toilet spots?
Pretty much, it was. Hey, like when choosing tables at restaurants. Yeah.
Is
Oh,
it I'm the closest one to the toilet.
Yeah, or like when I was on the plane, I had the window seat. I was like, fuck, man. If I need to run, shit's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I'm not very good at this.
We had a few.
Oh, we drank a little bit.
nice.
I think there's a few outlandish ones there. I don't know. I can't remember a lot, to be honest.
Fair. I guess I'll see when I edit it.
You'll listen to it and you'll be like,
Well, what else do we have to talk about then?
oh well, this might not be trending at the time, but what are your boys' thoughts on Donald Trump getting shot?
True.
What, like in regards to it being fake or not?
It could have been a publicity stunt. I'm pretty certain Trump will be elected.
I think so now. Like, have you
Kind of.
seen all the praise he's getting now? Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, that just in itself, juxtaposed with Biden in its current state, is quite.
Look, I thought he was going to get anyway, and I mean, he probably kind of should.
Yeah.
It was like,
Biden's like,
He's lost the plot, bro.
I
Biden-
can't tell how much of it is real or not. Though.
I feel
It's
like
so
I've
hard.
felt like Joe Biden
there's
before.
There's a lot of you what?
I feel like I've seen you, and you've reminded me of Joe Biden before.
I feel like it's been like 7 a.m. at a kick-ons, and I'm like,
that was you. That was you Saturday, well Sunday morning.
that was me Sunday morning. I felt like Joe Biden Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Don't know where my shoes are, where I am, what day it is, what time it is.
Do you want to tell that story? Because that's a hectic statement.
So we hosted a kick-ons after an event, and we had about 5-6 people over, and then there was only a certain amount left. I had work at 3:30, so by 8 a.m. I reasonably said I'm gonna hit the hay, and then I woke up from blacking out, and I couldn't find my shoes.
I woke up from blacking out. I whited in.
I emerged. Nah, and Blake had taken my shoes to another room because they
Fucking
smell
stunk.
so bad.
Immediately, as soon as he took them off, room, boom, done. You can't enter properly. And then I took him out and put him near the back door on top of like on a speaker. It was very, I thought, noticeable spot to put them. I was like, although I didn't tell him, I forgot to tell you that I had moved your shoes. I feel like, if anything, that would be it. Obvious. Oh, there's my shoes.
I didn't leave that way though. That's the thing. So I just
Like,
stayed
you're
in
like,
the proximity.
I checked everywhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, you didn't. So, but
And-
I did move it. So it's not
Anyways, so I walk out of the studio and there's puddles everywhere. I don't have shoes because it's been
Damn.
raining. So I've got socks on and I'm like, well, fuck. Like, I don't want to start the day with wet socks. so I take my socks off and I'm
Start
walking.
the day. It's 3 p.m.
I like walk out the studio barefoot, like
through the car park.
through the front door, like through the front
Yeah, and then
door
through
into
the-
the car
Oh
park.
my god! If
And
anyone
I
saw
finally
that,
put my work boots on, the other smelly shoes, and then I go to my job.
If anyone saw you emerge,
I know. I was thinking, if anyone saw that, they would have been like, "Oh fuck, he's like squatting."
Oh, true.
I'm like holding a bag. No shoes on, no socks on. I'm like, ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, you do have a history of your shoes stinking, George.
I do.
You
I need to
leave
get
your
some,
shoes in your car. We'll jump in and we'll get fucking bombed. By the fucking.
Just get slept.
I need to put like the odor things inside them.
Just need to clean your feet, man.
I do clean my feet.
Need to clean
Do
them
you,
all.
actually
do you
clean my
drink a
feet
lot of milk?
No.
I
remember
don't believe that that's a thing, man. Because my feet don't stink, and I drink so much milk.
I used to drink a lot of milk, and my feet would be smelling.
I would drink like 3 liters of milk a week to myself, and my feet don't stink.
That's a lot of
Did
milk.
you do a lot of exercise?
Moderately?
No, you didn't.
Like play? Well,
No,
it's
exercise.
like I was playing basketball every week.
No, it was. Well, I'd be like you
Active,
change your
like,
gym
on the roof.
socks.
I thought you only went like twice last year.
We're not talking about last year.
Oh,
No,
I
when
thought we
I
were
was
talking
at the
about last.
height of my milk drinking, it was in like
okay,
2021.
I thought we were talking about last.
That was when I was very
My
into gym.
milk would be
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Yeah. Then I settled down.
All right. Well,
Was that it?
you want
Did you hear Ye's making porn?
whoa,
What?
He announced Yeezy porn.
Yeezy porn, Yeezy hub.
Yeezy porn.
Yeezy
Is
Hub.
it called Yeezy porn?
I don't know. That's what he said on his Instagram. Yeezy porn.
So do you reckon he'll start an OnlyFans? He's really gone to that point in his
It'll
career.
be his own, like the STEM player he did. It'll
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
you have to buy a device and plug it into your phone to watch his porn. It'll be something
to watch his
like that.
cock.
Do you reckon it'll be him fucking or like just his wife?
Could you imagine he's filming?
Again? He's filming.
Yo,
Oh,
welcome
man.
back to Yeezy porn.
Here we got my wife Bianca and this guy.
Oh man.
I'm about to play some tunes to it. Here we go.
Damn. Oh, he's
He's
like
like-
he's like freestyle rapping, like he's talking about what's happening. Yeah. I think that's the end.
All right, guys.
And next episode will be Ducks and Bass. Hee announcement.
Just the one.
We have to end it on an outrageous note. Someone say something. What if
No.
if you could inject? All right, hear me out. All right, crazy thought just
Yeah.
hit me then. What if you could put things inside your balls? What if you could use your balls as a storage container to smuggle like alcohol into a festival? So it goes into your balls, then you
And
go
you
into
just
like
piss it out.
yeah,
cum it
or
out.
jerk it out, or it's like you go into the bathroom stall. It's like all right, time to get the liquor out. It's
The alka
in your-
jerker.
Piss it out. It's in your balls, George.
I thought I squished one of my testicles the other day.
Like popped it?
Yeah, and I was like feeling around like on the work site, and I was just like feeling my balls. I was like, no, I think it's okay. I think it's okay.
That sucks.
All right, end it on that note.
All right.